So welcome Level 1 physicists and earth space scientists to the next topic, which is the internal 1.1, looking at linear relationships. And what I'm going to do is basically break down the different components that you require when you write your scientific report, which will be worth the credits. Okay, so the first part of the process is the idea of observation. So basically, we're going to use the scientific method to try and answer a question which will be posed to you as part of your assessment. Okay, and in order to do that, we'll be using the scientific method, which requires observation and research, development of a hypothesis, a prediction has to be made, then we'll do some experimentation, and then from the experiment, we're going to draw some conclusions about the problem we're trying to solve. Okay, and the scientific method essentially is a logical step, order of steps in which conclusions can be made about the world around us. So in terms of the steps of the scientific method, which we're going to go through step by step over the course of the next few weeks, there's the observation part, which we're focusing on today. So you know about the problem you're trying to solve, doing some research. Hypothesis based on the scientific idea, which is the basis of your problem, a prediction of how your experiment's going to go in terms of scientific theory, okay, an experiment which we're going to then do, plot a graph, and then from that graph make some conclusions, okay, and we're going to look at, as I say, we're going to look at those steps in a little bit more detail as we go through the internal. So in terms of observation, this is essentially the research part, okay, and it's basically how you're going to kind of get to grips with the problem you're trying to solve. Okay, so in the assessment, what you're going to do is you're going to be given a particular topic over the space of a week, and then you're going to also get a specific question to answer from that topic, and you're going to be researching everything you can about that particular topic. Okay, and that information can come from your own personal experiences, books, the interweb, of course, also little smaller unofficial experiments, and also maybe your teachers or experts who might know a little bit more about the scientific idea you're going to be researching. And the topic we're going to be looking at to just begin with is exploring terminal velocity. Okay, so basically what is the idea is that the RNZAF wants to work out the terminal velocity of a parachute before it hits the ground, so it saves jet fighter pilots if they crash. If it's just going too fast, they get a little bit squashed. Okay, so you're going to have to research the concept of terminal velocity. It's your first beginning point when you're starting to write your report. And as I said before, you can basically collect your information from a range of sources. The more information that you get from a larger range of resources, the better your report's actually going to be. And of course, remembering to reference those references that you're going to be using. You can also get it from teachers, other professionals, because we do have an Air Force base, obviously, here in Blenheim, about your project. So that's the observation component of your internal assessment.